In 2012, Zhongcheng Yu left his job as an engineer at
What up? What up? What's up, everybody? Hey, what's going on, man? John Sanders here with Limitless Hoops, coming at you again, discussing our book, discussing our program. We're going down, and it looks like we are making a step in the right direction with our Aurora location as well, because the coaches there have they've looked through our book and they've decided like it is like the best course of action to go buy the book and do that kind of stuff. That is a leap of faith because everyone has their own ideas. And the true basketball players, though, what these guys are, our ideas are to make players better. And as they look through my book, they realize that we have the same ideas. I mean, like, and it's honestly, like, basketball is not too complicated. I guess it's more complicated than, like, you know, just like whatever. But it's not that complicated. And when you're doing the right things, there's like literally like there's like 400 things. I mean, like, it's nothing like insane, like an internal, like, so many things. It's like 400 things. And you learn those 400 things and then you do them. And I think that they saw that the things that they were willing to teach or wanting to teach were already included in our book. And yeah, we can make the book better, blah, blah, blah. So we'll do that over the years. All right. But it's basically like a great roadmap and you have to start somewhere. So is it perfect? It's not perfect, but it's pretty good. And as I'm speaking on the phone, I actually spoke to those people that I said that were going to interview me about Finley. They were like, well, what did you do? What kind of, because Finley told them she gave me way too much credit. And I'm like, I didn't do anything. I did what I do to every kid that's ever been in our program. I point them in that direction. And then I tell them to do this, 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 and this. And the only difference is that Finley did it. And that's just how it is. All right. So, what's up, Teo Trujillo? And I see Romello Ashley in the audience as well. So, take that for what it is and realize that we are pointing you in the right direction, and then just do this stuff on a day-by-day basis. And I assure you guys, you will not be wasting your time. Even if you don't make the NBA, as wild as that sounds, you will not be wasting your time. Okay? Now, let's start off. We got our pick and roll session. How did that go? We only had like 7 people show up, I think it was. 8 people? Wait, how many people were there? 5 on that side? 10 people total. So we had 10 people for the pick and roll session, which is decent. But I believe for the most part, I was speaking over everyone's head. We couldn't even get through all 12 of them. We got through about 8, 9 solidly. We mentioned all of them at some point in time. But how many people understood? It was low. And that's for 2 hours, guys. 2 hours of just not understanding. I think that they were trying. The energy was kind of low, but man, it was tough. And I feel especially bad for the small kids. But with that said, that's your first time ever hearing it for some of you guys. Try it again. Then try it again. That's why we want to do this eventually, do it every month. But in the meantime, you guys can take the pick and roll quiz, and you guys should be doing that. So it was a lot to understand. But one thing I think that we did kind of understand, we'll see how it is during the games this weekend. We understood the defensive portion of it. So if they come off a pick and roll, and I want you guys to jump it and rotate over. We did that so much that I think that, as the kids said too, that was easier than the offense. Was just double teaming and shooting the gap, right, and then having them rotate over. And again, if you look at it, all right, for a pick and roll, okay, if you have this, well, make the point guard have the ball right there, okay? The point guard has the ball, and he's fully extended, and this guy's guarding him, and this guy right here sets a screen right here, all right? And let's say that this person is over here, and then give me another person. This person is in help side. Okay, move these thingies off the thingy. All right, now, as he comes off this pick and roll, as he's like right here, he hits him, and this guy's like, you hit me. And then this guy's going to be like, well, I'm going to just jump you. If both these guys go, you're going to win, because as this guy rolls, all this guy has to do is just come way over here. And as you guys said, having this guy try to back up, because he has to back up. He can't pass it when he's that close. To back up and then try to throw this long pass over here without our other players who are right here stealing that ball, because it has to be like long enough. That's impossible. But what happens right now is this guy doesn't help. What happens before is after this screen is set, maybe even he doesn't help. And if he does help, maybe this guy tries to switch. We need to just jump that. So as long as we understood that defensively, I think that's a good start to understanding how the pick and roll works. So if you can play defense the proper way, then you can learn how to play offense the many different ways that they can play the defense, if that makes sense. I was really, really off yesterday. That happens. It's all right, but you can look at it our pick and roll things. You can learn from those things anyway, and try to do it. But we're not going to do it next month. We'll try to maybe like wind down that stuff. But understand that it's a thing in our program that we do want to teach. All right. Next thing, besides the pick and roll stuff, we got Kevin Durant is on the freaking Suns. What? All right. The NBA trade deadline was so crazy. I believe even one of our players got traded. So yes, we're gonna start having Spencer Dinwiddie is gonna start coming to our program because we had to switch out Rohit. We traded him. We didn't want to trade Rohit, but we had to. Spencer Dinwiddie is a good guy. He's from the Brooklyn Nets, so we also got a part of the trade deadline. I'm joking, but yes, man, this is some big news. This is crazy. It seems like it still looks like it's fake. That's really crazy because, dude, when the Nets got together, they had Kyrie, they had James Harden or whatever, and I was like, they're not going to win. That's what I said. I know how good they all are, all MVPs. They're not going to win. It's not a good fit. When I see this though, they got freaking CP3 on their team. That's good enough. But then you have Devin Booker. He's like a future Hall of Famer who's at like before his peak. He's going to turn into his peak. And you have KD, who's the best scorer of all time. He's better than Michael Jordan at scoring. This is going to be dangerous, man. I can't imagine how anyone's going to beat them. This might be bigger than the Golden State Warriors were. Because Devin Booker is like more versatile, I believe. And then Chris Paul on top of all that, that's nonsense. I don't agree with all that they're doing, and at least my Lakers are out of the mix, so it wasn't our fault. We're not doing anything crazy this time, right? I don't know. It's nuts. Let me know what you guys think about it. But yeah, Bones Highland got traded as well. He said he wishes the city of Denver the best. Everyone's changing. Who should be mad the most are the Nuggets, because the Nuggets had a good chance to win the championship, and you got to blame Ja Morant for saying, I'm good in the West. Now the West is stupid stacked. Like, if the Nuggets win, it would be the biggest upset of all time sort of level. I don't know where this is going to end, but we'll see. All right, but the YouTube video today, it was just like a cooking one, but if you can watch it, if you want to cook that stuff, you can totally cook it. We're trying to go for a roundabout sort of thing, but yes. And the last thing is the BBCS. All right, the BBCS is the basketball certification of the NCAA. For anyone going on our trips, If you're in high school, you have to fill this stuff out. Then we have to add you to our team. They basically want to make sure that we're not cheating with by letting some 40-year-olds play because we would totally win. Yeah. But no, we can't do that. So we have to make sure that the players are eligible and they're from the right state and all this other kind of stuff. So it's a pain. But anyone going on the trip is going to have to fill this out. So I'll send that information out to the maybe 6 high school guys that are signing up, but we have some other guys joining us, so I'll send it out to them as well. And we need to make sure that you're on one team and one team only, and that team is ours. So that's the BBCS stuff, and that's all that I got to say about that. Let's move on to the quote of the day. What's up, Tasmanian Devil? You need to fill out the BBCS stuff, okay? Go to that website, figure it out. I think they did it last year. All right, never let good enough be good enough. Wait, that doesn't make sense. What? If good enough isn't good enough, then it's not good enough. What the heck is going on here? Now, never let good enough. You can't just be like, yo, I'm good enough. I'm good where I am. No, you have to push on to the next level. You have to keep pushing forward. Keep pushing that envelope. So I might have told you guys this before, though, but we had a program in California where it was just me in a basketball, and I was just working my butt off, and I was better than everyone else. Not better than other programs, although I was probably on their level, probably higher, but I was better than the kids in our program, and I told them that. I said, this program is too good for you. That's what I said. I don't know who they thought that they were, but I was like, yo, no, this program's too good for you. And I told them that because it was the truth. I said, I'm working my butt off, and you're not working as hard as I am. Then those people started stepping it up. It was Dennis, Sophia, Samantha, some other people. They would start stepping it up. And I told them maybe I don't know, it was 10 months, a year later maybe. And I was still working hard, but I thought that our program wasn't good enough for them anymore. They worked so hard, they outdid our program. Honestly, I was I need more. Because we were going 5 times a week, but it was I don't know, it was below par. It wasn't up to snuff. I needed other things. I had probably 20 workouts. It was just weird. It was weird. I just knew I wasn't doing well enough by them. And I said, you guys are better than my program. So I started working my butt off, started putting together some things, started just stepping it up in so many regards. That was when I wrote my first book, and I did all this other stuff, and I got us into bigger and better tournaments. And I just did so much extra stuff. I stopped the girls' side of the program, just did the boys. I did all this stuff. And then one day I was like, I'm better than you again. And then my program was better than them, all of them. I was I did it. Now I want you guys to step it up again. And I think a lot of them were they kind of stepped back. But then we got Finley and did some other things. And I don't know if you guys have caught me. I think Finley at one time did catch me. But now I'm definitely, now that I'm starting back over here in Colorado, our program is better than you are. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Now, I'm going to start taking away days again because we're not fulfilling all those days. So sometime in April, we're going to go back down to 3 days a week because it's just how we need to grow. But once I bring all the stuff back, is it possible to be better than this program? Is it possible? Or will you say that that you're good enough? Because we have all the workouts that we do, all the practices that we do, the open gym, the shooting, the morning workouts, the homework, the book, the challenges. Are you really, and then playing on the games, or the clinics, and the pick and roll workshops, and the combines. Are you really, in the camps, are you really going to be no, I want you to do more. And do all that stuff, and then still demand more? I don't know if it's possible. I literally think that I've peaked you guys out, but you can try. Don't ever say that what you're doing is good enough. All right? Never let good enough be enough. All right, that's the quote of the day. Moving on, we got our workout stuff. The workout stuff that we will be doing in the future, we're doing bank shots, 0, 1, 2, 4 touch, pick and roll, split to drive, heads, tails, chair dips, and then knee jumps. Stuff that we did in the past was hold your follow through our push-ups, 1 minute shots, 8 to 14 on run, diagonal pro up, direct Euro step, pick and roll, drive to shot, hurdle, reverse layup, and then the last one, stuff that we're doing tonight, numbered scissor shots, pick and roll slip, 2-ball dribbles, under the chair dribbles, curl jumper series, and then one-on-one high post to flash. If you want to look at them, it looks like this right here. This is scissors, dribble scissors to shots. Let me get that up on the screen real quick. So the coach is in the middle, all right, and I hold up numbers. All right, you guys are gonna pull those out. All right, you just keep doing scissor dribbles. Keep doing scissor dribbles. Well, but when I call out your number, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's when you shoot the shot, return to your spot, and do it. You can do this drill with actually 10 people in it because they can be behind you. All right, so it's just like, so someone's always in that spot. If you hold up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then you shoot. If I hold up like 6, that's nothing. If I shake my hand, that's nothing. So you have to look up and do ball handling at the same exact time. So we take the old ball handling drill where you put up fingers, but we add shots to it. Next one that we have is pick and roll slip. All right, this is where we set a screen. And then he shows too early, he goes, and boom. You want to take that side step, and be able to pass that slip pass. You want to be able to do this with the right and left hand. But again, you go right away. If you see that your man that you're trying to set a screen on, that your man who's guarding you shows too early, you just jet and go and just go to the basket. And you want to make that pocket pass as a passer. As a drill, it can be like this. You don't need everyone right there. So you can just do it like that as a drill. And then you step there. There you go. Come to the side, and then boom. And it's probably not with that left hand. So it's with the right hand. Dribble to the side, switch them, come. You want to go a lot slower than that. Take your time, read it, and then decide. So come off, side step, and then boom. That ball was way too high. Make sure that the ball is lower. All right. Next one that we have, 2-ball dribble stuff. There's so many 2-ball dribble things, guys. You can do any of them. All right. So it's I don't know, like in and out, windshield wipers, back and forth. So like here's all the different 2-ball stuff that you can do. You can dribble one high, one low. There's so many different dribbling things that you can do with 2 balls. Do them all. Alright, and do them all each for like 15 seconds, 30 seconds, whatever. I can do ball handling for like 2 freaking hours. With a new drill every like probably minute. Alright, so that's what we're doing today. So heads up for the 2-ball dribbling. Probably share with a partner. So you guys can each have one ball. But there's the figure 8. Alright, and you want to do better at this because if you can dribble the ball with 2 balls, you can easily dribble it with 1 ball. So that's pick and roll. That's figure 8 follow right there. How they go through together. And then we got dribble one high, one low. How many are there? Oh my God, there's so many on this list. There are so many on this list. I'm not going to go through them all right now, but just understand that you can do a whole bunch. There's stop one, then restart it. There's juggling. Okay, there's the juggle one. Should I let it go through? Should I show you guys all of them? Dribble high, then dribble low when I say low. There you go. Oh man, there's so many different drills. But again, this is what makes ball handling fun. If you can't tell from the sound of my voice, I love ball handling. This is like the best part of basketball to me. Alright? And it's just like wilding out dribbling, man. And if you get better at it, then you can control the game. Especially for the young kids, that's stop one, then restart one right there. Stop one, then restart one. Alright? Can't quite do it. No, the left hand is hard on that one. It's really, really hard. Alright, any more of them? Any more? I think we have like walk it out. You can walk, crossover. Alright, I'm going to stop showing these so we can move on to the next one. Oh, you can have a seat and do them. There's so many of these. Okay, I'm skipping the rest. Next one. Dribble the ball underneath the chair. This one makes your dribble stronger. You should have a wider base. Alright, but you're just using this part of your hand. You want to dribble beneath the chair or just beneath like a low spot. You can use someone's arm or something like that. But you want to make sure that the ball is low so that when you do that in the game, you can dribble low so that the defense goes and tries to get it, that they can't. Alright? Because if they do bend down too much, you can zoom right by them. So they should let you dribble the ball low. So we're going to practice dribbling the ball low. 15 seconds with the right, left, and then 50 seconds with both, and then keep switching. Great job, Kieran. Alright. I think the second to last one is curl jumper series. Alright, start from the baseline, spin the ball out, curl around, don't run straight up and down that line, and then shoot your jump shot, then pump fake, 1 bounce dribble away, and then pump fake, 1 bounce dribble away to a step back. So there's 3 different moves in this one. This one is 1-2, 1-2. Make sure that your footwork is impeccable. Alright, so it's a big step. Make sure that's a curl step. Have your hand ready for it. Alright, and then the last one is 1-2, 1 step back to shot. You do it from both sides, and then just take care of business. That's the curl jumper series right there. Alright, next one. Last one. Alright, you flash to the top of the key, catch, and then you're gonna play one-on-one. All right, make sure that you guys play good defense. Make sure that you stay still, step them out, take your time. It's one dribble max, but you can catch, assess the situation, and then try to score on them. Go left, go right, go spin move, go fake spin. You can just shoot the initial shot, but you're going to play defense without just letting them shoot. Stop just letting people shoot, Noah. Come on, Taz. That's bad D, man. Get up in his face. Take that charge. You know what I'm saying? All right. Anyways, moving on. What do we have here? Who's been doing their homework? Anybody? Anyone been doing the homework? Let's check. Who's been doing the homework? All right. Bed shots. That's decent ones, but it's push-up month. There goes some push-ups right there. We should be doing push-ups all month. This is the homework for the month. How many push-ups can you do? You do your voodoo. All right? Can you do the push-ups every single day of the month? And you're going to get stronger because of it. I see you. I see you working, Teo. Fantastic, fantastic job. And I also saw Taz in there as well. Make sure you guys keep doing this stuff. Try to see if you can do the most push-ups. You can put it as how many push-ups that you did in the video as well, too. But on our website, go to Tele-Challenges section. You can print out the homework chart, and you can print it out, and you can fill it out, turn it at the end of the month. You might win a coin. All right, let's check the story of the day, see what we're talking about in that regard. Watch it. You've got to take the initiative and play your game. You can't allow your opponent or other circumstances to impede you from capitalizing on all you've worked on prior. You know, I say a lot of crap that the old people would like, where I'm like, well, gotta work your hardest, gotta pull yourself up by your bootstraps, things like that. All right, this is the new age one. The new age people are gonna like this one. All the gunners are gonna like this one. Play your game, man. Don't let no one hold you back. Play your game, man. So take the initiative means like you need to just do what you've been working on. Don't let anyone hold you back. I was that player that let someone hold me back in college. I didn't play my game in college, man. I was so afraid. I just wanted that playing time. Take some risks. Go out there. Now, I don't mean like do 360 3-pointers. I don't mean that. I mean like, if you've been practicing your shot and you're sure of your shot, shoot your shot. If you've been practicing your ball handling and you get the rebound and you know that you've outworked everyone else, yes, if you go, the ball might get stolen, but screw it, go. If you understand certain truths about yourself, you might as well do those things. How do you post a video? How do you post a video on YouTube? How do you post a video on YouTube? I would say go to YouTube, post a video. But no, I can show you how to post it on our site. So this is how you do it. Once you post the video to YouTube, you want to go to our website, which is not there. It's right here, okay? So on Limitless Hoops, you want to go to the school section right there. So you scroll down to the school section and it brings all this stuff up. You want to see these 6 things right here, all right, where it says like challenges, drills, playlist access, all right, Limitless Hoops on YouTube, all this stuff. Well, that's the one that you want. Playlist access right there. And it says basically for monthly homework, daily challenges, today's homework, blah, blah, blah. You click this link that says gain access. When you click that link, it will ask you to confirm something like that, but then you have it. As long as you have the YouTube app and have a YouTube account, you will have access to add videos. Then you go to an actual video on YouTube and you click add to playlist. And as long as you don't have like what do they call it? Like parental, like what is it called? Restrictions, then you're all good. Now, there are some things that, there are some reasons that you may not be able to do it. You want to click on the 3 dots sometimes. You want to go to the actual video sometimes. There are a few different like little hitches in that regard, but mostly just click this link, add a video to YouTube, and then click on add to playlist. It's one of the many, many options on the YouTube channel. All right. So, yes, take the initiative. Take the initiative to do what you're capable of and be totally brave doing that. Please, please don't forget that. It's a huge, huge thing, okay? All right, let's check out the movie of the day. What is the movie today? Oh, Lordy. Oh, Lordy. It is The Bad News Bears, okay? All right. What you need to know about this movie, you're welcome. What you need to know about this movie is It is, you know how like new movies are like a lot more raunchier than older movies? Like old people be like, oh my God, I can't believe that they did that in this new movie. But then there's also this thing where old movies are wildly inappropriate and seen in today's light because like they weren't woke back then. It's like, dang, they used to do that back then? Okay, so this is the latter. This movie would not be made today. Oh my God, it would have to change. They did remake it. They made it a lot more civil. And this movie, I won't tell you about the plot. I'll just tell you about the crazy parts. The guy is like a drunk, and he's drunk driving some kids without their seatbelts on. I mean, that's just a small thing. But there's also like underage drinking. There's also like crazy swearing by the kids. There's also like, I don't know, it's so many things I can't even list. This movie's nuts. But with that said, this movie's also timeless. This is the what grade movie is this? I believe it's the 5th grade movie of the month. Let me check. Yes, it's the 5th grade movie of the month. And look, kids, I know that old movies may look lame, okay? This movie was made like in the 70s or 80s or something like that. I forgot. All right, but I know that, but at the same time, this is a classic movie that won't change, and it won't change. It was made in 1976. It hasn't changed because you guys are still idiots, okay? You will love this movie because it's right up your alley. Every 5th grader in the world thinks stupid thoughts, right? This is that movie. All right? This is this movie. This is like Taz be thinking like this. You want more, Taz? Okay, well, you're gonna like this movie because this is the rambunctiousness of kids all throughout time. If you watch this movie, you will love this movie. If you're like a young, like 6th or 5th grader, or maybe even 7th grader, you will love it because it just spits in the face of everything that society has to offer. But make sure that your parents allow you to watch it because it is nuts. There is a more recent version that's a little bit more clean, so maybe they'll let you watch that one. But Bad News Bears, it is an epic movie of like the worst team being put together. They lose every game and they're so bad, but they get this coach who's like even worse, but he's like a drunk and stuff like that. But then they figure out a way to make it work. All right, it was like the first movie in that regard, so it's pretty like epic in that regard. So I'm gonna give it 44 stars because of its epicness. It was like such an original movie for its time. Since then, everyone's copied off it. Even kind of Mighty Ducks has copied off this movie. All right, this movie was one of its kind during its time, and I think even the young kids that don't like old movies will still like this movie. So watch it. If you watch it, make sure that you do a movie report on it. All right, and just at least watch the movie for your grade. But at least if you're a 5th grader, please watch this movie. Let's check the trivia question of the day. What is the trivia question today? Oh, yes, we got Kieran Louth tied with Noah and Teo with 1 point. Good luck with the trivia question today. I believe it's a hard one. All right, so the trivia question today is, I'm going to name 3 teams. This player played for 3 different teams. And then you have to tell me who the player is. It's the hardest trivia question I've ever asked because many people play for the same teams. But I will tell them to you in order. And he only played for these 3 teams. So he didn't play for any other teams. So those are your 2 hints. All right? And one of them should definitely give you a hint. But yeah, I'll let you decide. So this player played for 3 teams in his pro career. The team names are the Virginia Squires, the New York Nets, and the Philadelphia 76ers. Which player played for those exact franchises with those names too? Again, it was the Virginia Squires, the New York Nets, and the Philadelphia 76ers. Which player played for all 3 of those teams in that order and only played for those 3 teams? Who's it going to be? He's also a Hall of Famer, so I mean, that's also a hint. It's also a hint. All right, anyway, I'm going to let the show run off because we have one more thing to talk about. But if you can answer that before the end. Oh my God, you answered it. That is the answer. The answer is Dr. J. The answer is Dr. J. And Taz got it, right? Taz got it. Oh, Teo missed it by just an inch. That was an exciting one right there. Great job, Tasmanian Devil. You got it. Let me see. Where's your name so I can add that point to you? There it goes. I got you as Noah. All right. Oh, man, you missed it too. You missed it too right there, DJ. All right, nice try. But I gave it to Taz. Fantastic job. Played for the Virginia Squires, I believe it was. And then the New York Nets, not the New Jersey Nets. And then lastly played for the Philadelphia 76ers. Great job, you guys. All right. Finishing it off with another NBA topic. All right. During LeBron James' iconic shot, everyone stood up and everyone was like this. Even though that they were losing at the time, Anthony Davis stayed seated and then walked away. And people gave him such a hard time, but he said it was because we were losing the game and I was frustrated. Do you fault him for this? And I would say I kind of do. You need to be selfless and in the moment too. Man, but it's also tough when you are trying to win a game. But like milestones like this only happen one time and you got to support your teammates. So if your teammate does something amazing, yeah, it doesn't mean like that thing is better than the win or the loss. But at the same time, you got to be supportive of your teammates. You don't want to come across as that dude. So he says that Bron understands and things like that, but like it comes across really, really bad. So if you're super sad and super mad, but your teammate does something well, you got to get outside of yourself and be like, let's go teammate like that. I need this because I won't be able to do Monday and Friday. Oh, the nice clutchness though. So yes, I believe AD should have cheered for LeBron during his like freaking once in a lifetime, I'm the leading scorer in the history of the planet. Or he seems like he's selfish or petty or things like that. It's weird. So make sure that you guys look out after your teammates more than you look after yourself. All right, so that you guys aren't like that. Don't forget that the quote of the day. Anyone showing up to Broomfield, I will be in Broomfield. We have Chris in Aurora, and we have Mo in Denver. We are still working on Centennial, but the quote of the day is, never let good enough be enough. All right, that's my time. I'll see you guys in a few hours, I believe, right? 1.5 hours. I will be there. Talk to y'all later. He's petty. He might be petty. Anyway, cue my music. I'm out.